everyone, welcome back to Anxiety Art Adventures. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today. I'm going to be working on watercolor. And this is a book that I've had for a while. I've done something else in it and I'll show that to you in a minute. But this is Watercolor with Me in the Ocean by Dana Fox. And I'm going to be using a koi, it's a Sakura koi field set. It's only got about, I don't know, it's got that many colors in it. And then I'm going to be using, this is the tray you mix your watercolor on. This comes in the set. And then I'm using 2 Zig water brushes. And I will have all of these items over in the description box to the right. And of course I'll have paper towels. So how is everyone doing today? I hope you are doing wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so let me show you what I did. I think it was last year. I did the squid. Here, let me zoom in a little bit so you can see. There we go. I did the squid using the same watercolors and the same brushes, and it's just using 2 colors. And what's great about this book is it gives you reference, you know, what colors to use, and then it gives you like step-by-step instructions on how to get, you know, your finished result. So I really like this book. I really want to get some more books of hers. She has, I think she's got like 3 or 4 different watercolor with me books. So definitely give them a shot if you're just wanting to play around with watercolor. I am in no way, shape, or form professional or am, you know, doing a tutorial or anything like that. This is just me having fun, and it probably won't turn out great, but you know, we're going to try it. Okay, so the image I chose today is a manatee, and I am sorry for the lighting, you guys. Let me zoom in even more. But basically, it's only going to be using 1 color, which is black, and you're just going to do like a wash of a very light black, you know, throughout the body of the manatee, and then darker for the shading. So I thought this was fun. This made me think of Matt and Stephanie with Lazy River Wood Turning, because that is their mascot for their business. So I thought this would be fun to do. It made me think of them, and they're good friends and just wonderful people. So this is for you, Matt and Stephanie. Hopefully I don't screw it up. So, okay, let me get really up in here in the business so that we can let me take that off. Get in here and do this. So the first thing I'm going to do is I've got my little mixer. It's on a tray. So what it says is to start by wetting the body of the manatee, excluding the fins with a light watery wash of lamp black. So we're going to take, I've got 2 brushes. One is thin, like a detailer brush. And then this one is a wider brush. I use this one a lot. As you can tell, it's stained, but it's no big deal. Okay, so black, I'm pretty sure is this color. Oh, my camera, y'all. Hold on. My camera doesn't like it when I go in and out. Okay. I'm pretty sure the black is that color, but we're going to try it and see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the book up here, and we're just going to mix a little. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze some water onto my palette there. And then this is where your paper towel comes in, because you don't want to have too much wet on your brush. You just, you know, dry it out a little bit. Okay, so we've got a drop of water on here. So I'm just going to take a little bit. And if you're a professional watercolor artist, I know I'm not doing this right. You're supposed to spray them with water first. Yeah, I'm just playing around. So, and then you just want to dab it in there to get like a really light color gray. Okay, so we're going to do that. And I'm going to have to pause you quite a bit in between to dry it. Okay, so let's move this over here so you guys can see. Sorry for the glare. Okay. I think we're good. All right. We're going to do this. All right. Start by wetting the body with the wash of the black. Mostly water with a hint of color. Okay. We're going to try this and see, you guys. So we're just going to do the whole thing. I think I'm going to need some more color on this. Yeah, I'm going to need a little bit more color. It's okay. A little bit more color. Okay, let me just dab that a little bit. Okay. And, you know, there's no wrong or right way to do this. I don't feel like, especially since it's just for fun. Make sure you guys can still see what I'm doing. Sorry for the lighting. Yeah. You're going to hear my cats in the background because they've been locked out of this room. Sorry, I get really focused so when I do this, so I'm sorry if I don't say a whole lot. We're just doing a base gray. So how many of you actually have played around with watercolor, or are you a professional watercolor artist? Let me know in the comments below. I'm really intrigued by watercolor, just because of the beautiful results where it looks, you know, it's not so perfect. It's got that, you know, nice brush stroke look to it. I really like watercolor. I might add a touch more color to this. Hold on, don't want it too dark. And this book is all on watercolor paper. Oh, you know what I didn't do, which I always do? Rip. I always put a piece of stock paper behind this. Even though this is watercolor paper, I usually put just a piece of regular white stock paper behind this so it doesn't bleed through. It shouldn't bleed through. Okay. All right, I think we've got our base. You can tell it's got a little bit of gray. You just want to have a light base on that. Okay. While the area is still wet, add a slightly darker shade of your paint mixture to the belly, chest, neck, and snout. Okay, so I need to add some more color. Like how much darker? That might be too dark. Let's see. I'm just mixing up here above. I know you can't see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. So basically, I'm just adding more color to my little. Okay, so, and I'm looking at this for reference to belly, chest, neck, and spout. Okay. So we're just going to belly. And then I just kind of fade it in a little bit, try to get rid of brush strokes. You're going to have a lot right there on the arm. That's going to have to be a little bit darker. Might need to actually add some more color. And again, this isn't meant to be perfect at all. All right, so then belly, neck, and snout. Okay, so up around here. Just to give that idea of some shading. And it'll be more defined once we get there, but like I said, just playing around right now. Just playing around. All right, belly, neck, snout. Looks like it's going to be a little bit darker over here. Okay. We're just going to go, well, and then down here on the base of his tail. It's very relaxing doing this. It's like diamond painting, but it takes more thought. It's not just a mundane, you know, put a drill down. You got to actually think about what you're doing. Okay. And then, oh, and then there was just a tad bit of a little bit here. I haven't even touched this over here on this one. So it looks like the darker areas right here. Yeah, I just felt like doing something different today. I actually finished, I'm halfway finished with my Josephine Wall diamond painting, so I wanted to take a break from that and just kind of, like I said, do something different. Okay, making that a little bit darker. Okay. All right. Now I think that's good enough for me. And I like watercolor too, because if you quote unquote mess up something, you can always go back and either add more water or add more watercolor once it's dry, to try and, you know, correct shading and blending and all of that, because obviously you can move it with water. Okay. All right. So now I need to let this dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause you all, and I'm going to use my craft dry gun off camera, and then come back and we will start with the darker concentration of the areas around his body. So I will be right back. Okay, now we're back. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't find my crafting heat gun, so I had to go use my hairdryer. All right, so now we're going to add a darker concentration of the black to the fin on the left over here, and then the underside of the tail fin right here, and the armpit area. Okay. All right, so I've already mixed a darker color, so let's see. Hopefully it's not too dark. We're gonna see. Fingers crossed, y'all. Fingers crossed. And this seems to be more of like a gray black. I probably should have used a different color black, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. All right, we're gonna do a little bit more here. Ooh, that's too much. Hold on. Yikes. But see, you can just fix it. Fix it. Okay. Yep. All right, well, it is what it is. That didn't turn out quite the way I would have liked, but, you know, is what it is. All right, and then we need to do this little area here. So let's see, just like this. And then squeeze a little water and then just try to blend that a little bit. There we go. Got a little bit right there, you can see. All right, and then we're going to do the tail fin. Okay, so, all right, that's a little darker than I want. No big deal. Just add a little bit of water. We're just gonna come down with it. Really don't want that line right there. But might have to happen. Okay. And just kind of blend it down. So, yeah. No big deal. All right. So there, and then armpit areas. They're right here. Okay. I know, I'm not saying much. I'm sorry. I'm just doing this, y'all. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit right there and then kind of widen it out. Okay. All right. That isn't blending very well. There we go. Okay. He's a little too dark compared to the picture, but you know, it is what it is, right? Right. No big deal. Just playing and having fun. Okay. Yeah, my paper is starting to pill a little bit because I've added too much water. And you don't want to go over it too much, but that's okay. No big deal. I'm just trying to move that color out a little bit from under the arm. Okay. All right, so we got under the tail fin. And then it looks like I need some more under here. And like more up here. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Like I said, we're just playing around. Just playing around. A little bit more black. All right, so now I need to add more water. Okay. So I need to actually define those wrinkle lines. Let's see. Define the wrinkle lines. Okay. We can do that. So we're just gonna define the wrinkle lines. And he's got one right there. Might need a little bit more. So, what's everybody working on? Are you diamond painting? Are you coloring? Drawing? What you working on, Shug? Tell me. I don't have a lot to talk about. I just did a whip and chat for the Josephine Wall event. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of more color around his eye. I'm not really liking this. That's okay though. No big deal. No big deal. We're gonna do what we do. And then I'm gonna actually define his snout right here a little bit. Don't mind my computer. I mean, it's getting there. It's not looking perfect, but you know, we don't need perfect, right? Right. Okay. Okay. And then we just need a little bit of more shading under here, it looks like. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my color right. Adding some more black. Might need to, yeah, I feel like this needs to be a little bit darker. All right, and then we're gonna water that up. Oh, that was too much water. Yikes. That's okay. Sometimes you can add too much water and that's where your paper is gonna start to pill. You'll get little balls of paper, but that's okay. All right. Yeah. He looks a lot more gray than this one, but you know, whatevs. We're just playing around. All right, and then where else did I see? Like this was really, really a lot darker. Around his chin. Yep. Gonna try to make his chin a little bit darker. There we go. Okay. All right. So now we've done that. And then using the tip of your brush, paint the wrinkle details. Oh, okay. So I might need to use the other one for that. Let's see. Let's try our thinner brush here. This one has a finer tip to it. So we're gonna, yeah, okay. That's gonna be, yep, okay. And then there's like a wrinkle right there. And then I feel like I'm missing one. Like over here, there are 1, 2, 3. I only have 1, 2. But the other one wasn't drawn in, so it's all good. All good. Oh, and then he's got his nose up here. Okay. And I'm just looking, sorry. All right. Yeah, I'd say that's good. You can tell he's a little chunky monkey. But they're such cute little manatees that they're like they're called the floaty potatoes. Floaty potatoes. Because they look like potatoes, right? Okay. All right, we're gonna say that's good. That's good, right? Yeah. These lines are they're almost like too defined, you know? I don't know if I can make them less defined. Once it's already dried, it's a little bit harder to move the color. Oh well. That's okay. We're just gonna leave it the way it is. Okay. So then use your black ink pen to finish the eyeball and the white ink pen to add dots around the snout. Okay. So I have got let me move this over. I've got a permanent black pen that's ultra fine. And we're just going to carefully fill in around the eyeball. Concentrating. Hopefully you don't see my head. Okay. And then I've got a white Posca pen, and it's a very, very fine tip. I'm just gonna dot on the inside of his eye. All right, and then they said to add around the snout. Okay. I don't think you're gonna really be able to see. I mean, maybe. I feel like he needs whiskers. I don't know. Looks like he's got a few over here. And a couple down here, believe it or not, on his neck. I guess that makes sense. Right? Okay. So what I might do, let me go back, which I probably shouldn't do actually, because I just put paint on it. I would add him some whiskers, but you know, I think we're gonna leave it the way it is, right? Yeah. So there you go. That's my manatee. Something, you know, doesn't take too long, especially when you're only using one color, and just something fun to do. And like I said, it doesn't have to look exactly like this. It's just for you to play around, you know, play around, have fun. So there we have it. That is my Watercolor with Me in the Ocean by Dana Fox. Wonderful book. Definitely check it out if you are interested in watercolor. So yeah. So Matt and Stephanie, I hope you enjoyed that. I thought of you all when I saw it. So I said, let's do the floaty potato. So, all right guys, I hope you have a great start to your week, and I will see you again very soon.